Hey guys, dang old nerd here. Today I'm nerding out about my guitars at the suggestion of Glock Ninja. So he said, he would like to know more about my guitars. So since I'm out of content, I appreciate that he, tried to help me uh, come up with some ideas. So, um, so yeah, my guitars. I have way too many guitars, and it's not indicative of my ability to play them. I have 5 guitars. I'm not very good at it. Um, I guess you know. I guess you could say like most things. Most things that I get involved with, I achieve a high level of mediocrity. So yeah. So we both got guitars for Christmas. In the hopes of getting more chicks, but it kind of backfired for me. When I got my guitar, I stayed home. I pretty much just locked myself in my room, and back then we didn't have internet, we didn't have anything, and I just had my little boom box, we call them. It had like the 2 cassette players, and I wore out 2 of those things just playing cassettes. You pick a song that you want to learn, you play it, rewind, stop, rewind, rewind, and you just try to pick out the notes by ear. So yeah, that didn't work for me. I spent more time trying to learn the guitar. I took guitar lessons for a year from a local kind of professional musician, and I learned everything that he could teach me. I still remember I learned like 5 songs from him, and I still remember those, and I can still play them. After that, college, Marine Corps. When I joined the Marine Corps, I dropped out of college and I joined the Marine Corps. I sold my guitar and my amp, and then didn't touch it again until 2008. My wife and I was married at the time. We were living in California, and that's when I was diagnosed with leukemia. So that kind of put an abrupt stop to my life. We moved back to Michigan so we could stay with my parents while I was going through my treatments, and then about 2009, I completed all my treatments, and just had to wait for a donor for a bone marrow transplant. And so yeah, in that time, that's when I decided to get back into guitars. And then I was just amazed because I started with a small ukulele. My wife bought me a little Hawaiian ukulele, and that kind of reignited the flame. And it was so easy to learn. Everything's on YouTube. Anything you want to learn, you just YouTube it, and it was like so easy. So this is the one that I ended up getting. This is a Fender Texas Telecaster, and this is a made in the USA model. This is probably my favorite one out of all my guitars, and I got it on eBay for $700. The gentleman that I bought it from, he was in Texas, and I guess he was kind of going through some rough times, so he had to sell it, and so I got this one for $700. It came with a nice blonde tweed case, and yeah, I really like this one. I found this one on Craigslist, and the seller lived in Indianapolis, so that was like a 5-hour drive from Michigan. So my wife and I drove the 5 hours. He worked at a music store down there, Sam Ash, and that's where we met him. And then he had this one. It's a Charvel. I guess it's a San Dimas, and it's in this kind of, I forgot what kind of green they call this. Anyways, I really wanted this guitar because this was my dream guitar when I was in high school. I was into Eddie Van Halen and all that, and then this kid named Dweezil Zappa popped on MTV, and he had this like a green guitar. His was a different, different. It was a Jackson one, but same company. But anyways, when I saw this, I was like, I gotta have it, and I paid $1,000 for this one. And when I got it, it was like it looked perfect. Like I like the maple fretboards. Like all my favorite guitar players, they had maple fretboards, like Eddie Van Halen, Eric Clapton. Think of Bruce Springsteen and Keith Richards. Like all the famous guitar players, they had like the maple necks, and then they played it so much, all the sweat and oil and salt on their fingers, it would get the fretboard would be all kind of dingy and dirty looking, right? It's like, but that's the cool thing, like it looks like it's been played. And so when I opened the case on this one had it. It was like it was all dingy and dirty. I was like, yes, because like I had, after my bone marrow transplant, my hands don't sweat anymore. My hands and my feet, they don't sweat, so my hands are always bone dry. And so I can't, I can't get that, sweaty, dingy effect on my neck. So when I got this one had it, and I was like, yes, that looks so cool. And then after a few months of me playing it with my just bone dry hands, all the grime went away. Now you can see it's pretty clean. So yeah, I don't know. Anyways, this is a nice one. It's just the guitar that I wanted when I was in high school, from Dweezil, and yeah, that's all I can say. It's got the Floyd Rose tremolo, and it's got EVH. Eddie Van Halen has a company, EVH, and then they made this thing. It's called the D-Tuna. It pops out, and then it drops the low E string, and now it's tuned to D, so it'll drop that one whole step. So, and then if you want to go back to E, you just pop it back in, and now it's tuned back to E. So and so I played a lot of drop key songs on this. I don't play a lot, but that was my excuse. I needed this one because I could play drop D so much easier. So yeah, oops. And then I got this one. This is a Gibson. It's made in the USA. This is kind of their cheapest Les Paul model. It's a traditional Pro 2. I think Gibson has like an exclusive deal with Guitar Center. They made these for Guitar Center, and so this one was like $17.50. But it's made in the US. It's really heavy. It feels like a real Les Paul, and it's okay. It's not my favorite, but you can get a lot of different sounds out of it. It's got these push-pull, pickups, so you can split the pickups. You can be, double or single. So it's got some possibilities with that. But yeah, if I had to sell one, this would be the first one to go. I just never, I don't know, bonded with it. It's cool. It looks like, all the Guitar Heroes, guitars that they had, but I don't know. If I had to only have one, I would keep my Texas Telecaster, the cheapest one. But yeah, this is good. It's good for, like kind of more of a heavy tone. So yeah, it's pretty heavy. It's mahogany and maple cap. So and then I put some locking tuners on it. So that didn't originally come with these, so I put those on there. Let's see. And then the fourth guitar I have is the one that I keep in San Antonio in my classroom in the closet, and that's the Gretsch I don't even know what. It's kind of an intermediate model. I got it used on Guitar Center's website. It was like $650. Brand new, they sell for like $850 or something. But it was used. But when I got it, it still had the plastic, film and the covering on the pickups and stuff. So it's like whoever bought it, they just didn't like it and they returned it. But I like that one. It's easy to play. It's got a lot of different tones on it, and I wanted a grudge hollow body because I like Brian Setzer, like from the Stray Cats and Brian Setzer Orchestra. So he's one of my favorite guitar players too. I can't play like him, but I would love to have like Setzer like signature model or something. But nah, that's not gonna happen. And so I told you I have 5, and then so the 5th one is this, and I thought I usually leave it in San Antonio because students, I give lessons to my students sometimes, and so this is the second one, and it's called the Overhead guitar, and it's a travel guitar, and it comes in this little travel backpack. So I brought it home because I need to change strings on it. I got this about 4 years ago. As part of our job I work at the Defense Language Institute, so we teach English as a second language to our international military partners. So all of our students, they stop at DLI first to learn English or to improve their English, and then they go to their follow-on trainings around the country, depending on their MOS. So that pilots or crew members, maintenance, they need to know English and learn English so they can take the training to operate and repair, maintain all the military equipment and things like that. So that's what we do, and part of our job is to deploy overseas in all the countries that we serve. And so 4 years ago, I was selected to go to Qatar, and I was stoked about that. I was really excited about that, and kind of like I usually do, I kind of get ahead of myself. But I had my suitcase already out, and every time I thought of something, I would just toss it in the suitcase. And I thought, okay, I need a guitar, because like, what am I gonna do for 6 months out in the desert? And I need a guitar. So I looked up, I was researching travel guitars, and I came across this one, and then these are like $560, but I got this one for like $400, maybe $450, because it was a demonstration model, I guess, the demo model that the store had. So it had a blemish or here and there, but it's okay. And so I thought I would show you this pretty cool guitar, and I'm gonna change the strings on it. Okay, so this is the Journey guitar, and let's see, let's unzip it. And we have this pocket here. So basically the neck detaches. And then it goes back together, and then you just tighten it up. And there you go. So I need to change these strings. When I first got this 4 years ago, I changed the strings on it, and then I haven't changed it since. And students have borrowed it, and a lot of students have played it, so I thought it's a good time to change. So this is my guitar string or repair kit, I guess. So it's got some strings. These are my new strings that I just got. Oh, Where are the strings? Okay, I think they're, yeah, I keep them in with the bag. So here I got a tuner. These are the strings. And then I got a can, Altoids can, but just picks. Sometimes I have a capo in there. And this is a little, I don't know what it is. You stick it in the sound hole. Kind of diffuser. It's also, this guitar is also has an electric pickup. So you can plug it in to an amp. So you plug it in down here. And so that diffuser sometimes, I think it's the pickup is down here, and because it's a acoustic, it'll kind of sometimes have some, I don't know. Oh, there goes my dryer. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and change the string on this. Well, damn it, I was putting the new strings on, got the first two going, and then the third one actually snapped on me. I don't know what happened. These are locking tuners, so once you get them in, then you don't have to wrap it around it, it just locks. But I was locking this in, and then maybe I cranked on it too much because it just snapped right off. And now I don't have so anyways, that's gonna curtail my restringing, so I have to go buy some new strings. Dang it, I hate when this happens. Okay, well, that's about the end of this video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.